Make some room. A working man coming through here. I want to talk about correct tire pressures on our motorcycles. They're essential for a lot of obvious things, handling and stopping distances and traction in the wet and all that. But it also has a big impact on our wallets. Just check this here. On the old wing, how about that 27.5? And it should be 32 and 32 front and rear. So if a tire is 10% under the recommended PSI, the wear rate is 40% greater. So a couple PSI under 10%, so 3.2 pounds. That actually seems like a lot to me, but you know, the number doesn't sound that big. But the wear rate is phenomenal. So you'll blow through tires just because they're down a couple PSI. So I check them routinely because the bikes sit longer than you think. If you have a small collection like I do, like, you know, what's the flavor of the month, right? So suddenly you have a motorcycle that's been sitting for a month and a half. So this is down a little bit, 27.5. On the old wing, sort of bend out the valve stem. There. Toss in a few pounds. Yeah, that ought to do it. So I use the inline pressure gauge, you know, these kind of manual things, you know, just get me in the neighborhood. But I recheck it with the digital. And it's how I blow off some of the tube. So let's see here. Let it go. 33.5. A little off the top. 32, perfect. So this is, it's 32 and 32 for up to a standard weight of, load weight of 200 pounds. So once you add a passenger and some saddlebags and some gear, you need to increase your rear tire pressure up to 40 on these. It stays 32 in the front. Almost, I don't think I have a motorcycle where the pressure is changes an option in the front. So I just go with factory settings. And then the old valve stem cap. They're, we don't give them enough credit. They're pretty essential actually. All valve stems leak through the top, and it's the valve stem cap that stops that. So it needs to be a decent one that fits correctly and that you can tighten it on, tighten it up. And that will help. So this is going to be good for a while. You know, if you're using the bike, you can go a while without checking it. But once they sit, boy, especially after the winter time, after the long sit in the winter time, these things are almost flat. So keep your PSI in check. And a little trick here to check the front pressure, just to get your valve stem in a place where you can work it. Pull a tire as if the motorcycle were going backwards, so you can sort of pull it through like this, so you don't have to get off it and roll it. So just pull it up, there it is. Pull it up to a position where I can work it right there. So that direction, because that's putting it on the center stand. So that's backing it up. So when you back it up onto the center stand, that's what's happening here. So you pull it in this direction, like so. And then we'll check the front. If you'd like a good warm-up,